There we go. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Last Call Gaming. I am Brad. If you are new here, welcome, welcome. If you're not new here, thanks for being here again. Yeah, we're taking on the fourth boss tonight. The fourth boss being Motor. She is... One second, let me adjust the audio. Why is that so loud? Oh my god. Anyway. We're taking on the fourth boss tonight. Motor, the Wyvern boss. Rando will be here with me here in a few minutes, but yeah, having a little bit of a frame rate drop. I'm not a big fan of that. But anyway, while we're getting started here, while I'm waiting for him to show up, let me first of all apologize for not doing yet another happy hour today, and I'm going to explain why. I know that most of my content is gameplay related, and I started this channel and off of an idea that I had about a year ago now for weekly, actually at the time it was 3 times a week, live streams revolving around music content, and I was talking about, you know, different albums throughout rock and roll and music history over the past like 50, 60 years, to be honest with you. And people liked it, and I would talk about, you know, the whiskeys and the beers that I was drinking and the history behind those sort of things. And people liked it, and people wanted me to keep going with that. The problem is I can't play the music, obviously, on a live stream now. I was doing it fine on Instagram for a minute, but obviously we've moved up to YouTube, and DMCA is a major issue. So that kind of shoots that entirely. And so I was, you know, I would do the happy hour anyway the past month, and basically it was me vamping for an hour, and especially given where my content's been the last couple of weeks, like, I've been very, very proud of the last few videos I put out. Like, very, very proud of the guide content from Valheim. Like, I've spent a lot of time on it. I've tried to be as thorough as possible, as clean and concise as possible, and I've been very happy with the results of those videos. I've got a lot of good feedback, and I'm going to keep going down that route. And the live streams have been pretty chill. Like, we have days like today where there's a goal in mind, and we get that goal accomplished, and then we do some other stuff, and then we have the chill days like yesterday where we're just vibing out, building stuff, just messing around, that kind of thing, see what we can do. And that's been good quality that I've been proud of. And the happy hour live stream just hasn't measured up to where I want it to be, so I'm going to take a break from it for a few weeks to sort of reformat it. I have some ideas, and you'll hear me probably talk to Rando here a bit about it, because obviously he's going to be involved as well, but like, you know, we're about to be upping the stream game here. I've got some lights, a green screen coming in, you know, a stream deck, we're going to be upping the setup even further now, and with that quality, with the bar being set so high, I want to make sure that everything that I put out into the world is high quality. And so for now, I'm taking a break from the happy hours so that I can sort of reconfigure it and come back to it when I'm confident that it's going to be worth watching and worth rewatching, because a lot of the views come from the VODs. You know, these streams, I get a handful of viewers, and eventually, hopefully, we will grow that community. But for now, a lot of the views come from the VODs and after the fact. So I want to make sure that if it's sitting on YouTube to be watched at a later date, someone can come to the channel, click on it, and go, man, I do really like this content, and say that everything that I put out there is quality. So, that being said, we're working on expanding the channel even further. We now have a TikTok. I don't like TikTok, but I have now been on for 24 hours, and 2 videos that I put up are already in the hundreds of views, and I'm just kind of staggered. So hopefully we can grow the channel through that. If you're interested in that, the TikTok is lastcall_gaming. What's up, Aiden? Welcome to the stream. We're taking on the fourth boss tonight. But yeah, if y'all are interested in that, same as all of my other socials, lastcall_gaming. You can find it pretty easily. It's the same logo on all 3 accounts. And yeah, we're taking the game to the next level here, and hopefully hopefully all of the content will measure up to where I really want it to. Right now we're just kind of vamping and waiting for Rando to get on here, because I am not taking on that boss by myself. I refuse. Won't do it. Board game simulator. But I'm hoping that, well, actually, one of the other things that's coming in is going to be a capture card. Actually, at this point, I might as well give all of my income to Elgato, because they're, you know, they're going to be providing the quality control of this stream for the foreseeable future. I've got a capture card coming in that I'm going to use to stream some stuff on Switch, and hopefully incorporate, you know, some more of my friends who don't have PCs but do have Discord, so that we can have, like, because, man, the whole idea behind this channel is, like, hanging out, playing video games with friends, and just, you know, laughing and having a good time, maybe getting a little bit sweaty with FPS shooters and stuff like that, and, you know. Buffer of time beginning of the stream without some sort of pause. Viewers are missing the intro. Yeah, I need to get better about doing that. I've been kind of bad about, like, starting the stream on time. Like, and by that I mean I have, like, I'll start the intro at like 2 minutes to 9, and that doesn't give the alert time to get out there, get noticed, and get people online. So I'm gonna start the streams usually like maybe 5 to 10 minutes prior, get myself a chance to set up, do an audio test, and then, you know, then do the intro. So, like, we are taking baby steps and trying to get at least 1% better every single time we stream, and hopefully within a month, you know, that'll really show in the content. So yeah, you know, we started at a high quality to begin with, and we're just going further and further. You know, I basically started streaming 3 months after I started planning to stream. So I had that time where I was just literally planning out how all I was going to do this, what games I wanted to play, what kind of streamer I wanted to be, that kind of thing. And so now I'm getting some, like, some weird lag spikes. I might actually restart the game before we get underway here. Man, this boat was such, like, a good idea. This boat dock was such a good idea, but I really wish the boat would just stay put where I want it to. I am actually going to restart the game here, because there are some lag spikes on my end that I'm really not digging. So let me get back to where I was. And actually, while we're doing that, I'm going to put it on the other screen. Oh, wait a minute. They're gone now. Okay. Cool. You love to see it. All right. While that's loading back in, one thing that has changed, I was on earlier today, and I did some of the pre-work for, I did some of the pre-work for the boss fight tonight, largely just doing chores so that we were stocked up. I built a portal, for in case we die, and I stocked up on food, because we're gonna need it. So yeah, like I was saying, like, I'm trying to make sure that all of my content measures up to a certain standard, and the past 3 weeks with the guides that I've been putting out for Valheim have been, like, they've taken what I had and they've really set the bar a lot higher, and I'm very, very proud of the time that I've put into those. And so I just want to make sure that everything that I'm doing is, like, on par with that, at least, if not slightly better, because if I can't look at these videos and go, man, these need more views, or go, like, you know what I mean, if I can't look at them and go, man, like, that's that's it. Like, that's the content I want to do. Then there's no reason for me to be doing it. So, that's kind of where we're at. I've got a plan right now. I already started, like, I went on this crazy stream of consciousness lately, or late last night, where I basically just started the scripts for the next, like, 6 videos that I want to do. And, you know, we got a lot of fun stuff in the pipeline. But I'm starting to see Rando in the chat, so let me get him in here, and we'll get going. Hello.
Hello.
Whew. That was a little spicy on the volume end on my side.
Unlucky.
There we go. All right. Yeah. So I was just telling stream. I'm taking a break from the happy hours for a minute. Because, in essence, the last few weeks of like the guide content have set the bar a lot higher for what I want my content to be. And so the streams, like the streams themselves, like these ones that we're doing, the video game ones, are kind of on par. Like we have one of 2 streams that we do. We're either going after a boss and we have like a pointed thing that we're doing that we get done, and that's the content, or we're just like messing around, memeing out, just vibing out, having like a chill sort of day, like yesterday.
Right. What we do is what we do, and
yeah.
And that might be, we haven't made up our minds yet, kind of thing.
Yeah, and so like both of those streams for me have been, those types of streams have been like quality. Like I've been able to.
The campfire again.
What?
One of the pigs ran in the campfire again.
Genius.
There's raw meat and leather scraps in the fire over here.
That's a shame. You hate to see it. But like those have been on par to where I want them. But the happy hour stream just isn't what I want it to be. Like I can sit here and vamp for an hour and it without like having the albums to talk about or having something of substance.
DCMA being what it is.
Right. Without having something of substance to talk about, it's just not the kind of content that I'm like, I can leave this on YouTube and people will click on it and go, yeah, I want to keep watching this guy. So what I'm thinking, this is one of my preliminary.
You could always do those streams and then just not leave them up. You could just have them, like, don't leave a backup. Just have them as a live discussion kind of deal.
I could, but at the same time, like the VODs right now, especially with where the channel's at, the VODs are where the views come in. Like, we're not getting tons of people in the stream right now, but they do get views after the fact. So, like...
Well, that's how it goes in, like, platforms like Twitch, too. It's easier to have casual, like, walk-ins.
Right.
But, like, the viewership develops from pre-recorded, edited content.
Right. So, I mean...
Polished.
What I'm thinking right now, one of the preliminary ideas, is that I'm going to turn it more into like a podcast vibe, not actually become a podcast where I put it on, you know, Apple Podcasts or whatever, but like where we bring in people to join the conversation, and then we have a topic. Maybe it's video game related, maybe it's, you know, alcohol related, but there is a topic, and we bring people in to talk about it. And
I mean,
that way it's
I said, I was like, when are you gonna have me or Matt or Michael guest on your thing?
I mean, so, I imagine that'll be like soon. Like probably, I'm thinking it's gonna be another 2 weeks before I have everything fully fleshed out to where I want it to be. But yeah, like that's I think that's the direction.
There aren't rules for this shit. Is the big thing.
Like I'm at this point I'm streaming often enough that my YouTube channel is considered active. I forgot to look and see where I am when you search last call in those rankings, but I assume I've probably bumped up to the top of that.
Put those arrows for me.
Oh, the feathers?
Or yeah. Well, you said you had needle arrows ready.
There are
Here's
needles.
The needles.
The needles are in here. There should still be some feathers back at base, I thought. I brought them here. Unless I forgot.
I'll just take a 50 stack of needles. Going.
Yeah. Because I think you will need 1 or 2 to do the thing. Streaming schedule is great for me. Usually do homework while you're going on. Perfect. Like,
what a coincidence. I do homework while I'm playing, too. We got a long boat ride? Cool, I'm gonna do some problems.
Yeah. Boy,
You're like, keep an eye out. You're like, keep an eye out for sea serpents. I'm like, yeah, okay.
well, you know, gotta do what you gotta do. Like, anywho, yeah. So I think that's kind of the direction this is gonna head, and we'll, you know, my content's about to open up dramatically because I've got a capture card coming too, so that I can like do Switch things on here.
Yeah, you can play with the debate this boys, get some party watch in.
Yeah. So like, speaking of, have you seen the Roadhog skin for the Pashimari event? Oh my god, I need it. I need it so badly.
Literally, the most recent event skin was also a Roadhog skin, though.
Well, yeah, but I think it's because he doesn't have a lot, and like, they're trying to catch him up.
They're trying to make tanks fun. They're like, no one's playing tank, and especially no one's playing hog. So let's make hog look fun.
Whimsy.
We need whimsy, not balance in our game, in our competitive MOBA.
Dude, I think this is a whole other thing.
Oh, yeah.
This is a whole other thing, but like I'm pretty sure they're steering the game away from the competitive sweatiness. I think like
I mean, yeah.
We
were hoping that Overwatch 2 would be these two worlds can live together in harmony. But everything will change.
Yeah,
when the PvE players attack.
Yeah, I genuinely think that they're steering it away from the competitive sweatiness, and especially in light of the fact that Overwatch 2 is not coming out this year. I think they're trying to like back people away from it so that they can build a new base and be like, hey, we're a PvE game now. But that's a whole other thing.
So there's no recipes to do with lox meat? It's just superior version of regular cooked meat?
There are, but we don't have wheat and barley. We need to be able to process those things to make like lox meat stew or lox meat pie, something like that. So yeah, grab yourself some of these. I'm gonna take a 10 stack of meat, 10 stack of sausages. Oh, I've already got a 10 stack of sausages.
I'm good on sausages. I've got plenty of turnip and plenty of carrot, and then I've got regular meat. So I've got 4 different food items plus the fucking filler mushrooms that I have for dumb shit.
You should take some frost resistance mead, even though we have, because if you don't have it, her frost attacks will kill you if you get hit.
Fuck. Heard that. Okay.
Overwatch is going to turn into the base game of Fortnite at that rate. Honestly, like,
we were cracking jokes about battle right now.
All right.
I don't know. Should I do serpent stew with that? Sausage, turnip, serpent.
The combination is lox, serpent, carrot, because you get a ton of stamina and a ton of health. Sausages for backup. Because carrot...
I just saw that Eikthyr line that you saw the other day. It just popped up on my screen for a split second.
Yeah, Eikthyr is not happy to be hung in this bar.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Let's see. I got...
40, 80, 80. Serpent is just by far in both stats best.
Yep.
60-40, 70-40. So yeah, lox meat outweighs sausage. And the question is that if you're building for pure health or if you're building for balance. Because if you're building for pure health, it would be serpent.
Correct.
Lox, sausage.
But you, because of how much we're going to be firing arrows and how much we're going to be running and dodging, you want balance. Like, you want the balance from health to stamina.
They only get you 20 more stamina, but yeah, I think either way the balance is fine.
Also, come down here for a second.
I'm gonna drop the turnip in here. For now, I don't need it. Yeah.
I built a
pre-placed teleport.
Yeah.
So. Do you have the mats?
Do I have the map?
The mats.
Oh yeah, they're
the things, the
in the boat.
The goods.
The boat is
Sure.
the boat is stocked. The only thing that we needed to come here for was supplies. And
Stop pushing me away from the chest I'm trying to use.
never.
Let's see. I won't need a pickaxe, but I could keep my. I'll keep the hoe and the hammer.
You will need the pickaxe.
Yeah.
Because what we're doing, we have to mine a trench around the base.
Oh, you're right. Okay.
I will probably do that because I literally like just watched the battle or the fight to make sure I knew her patterns.
I'm leaving my wishbone, my swamp key. I'm just taking. Yeah, I'll leave the hoe so that we can terraform a flat space for the portal and the area around it. And outside of that, I got arrows, food, armor, gear, meats.
All right. We're gonna once we get to the docks, I'm gonna take whatever wood is at the dock and put it in the boat because we're gonna land in plains. So
I just remembered that we're not leaving from Plains dock, we're leaving from main base dock.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Hop in, loser. We're going
Wait, what? We're going killing.
dragon hunting.
What about wood here? Do we have any?
No, I already put it all in here.
Stone. Okay.
I already put it all in here.
Neat.
Along with a little bit of stone so that we can theoretically...
Oh, hey, guess what we didn't open?
What?
The gates are closed. Wait, what?
No, they were open.
They just didn't render as open on my end.
Well, that's dumb.
That was weird. Wow, that tide just flooded the entire dock. Man, lack of water damage is just great.
Hilarious. And, you know.
Oh, I need caffeine.
Hey, you know what's going to be really awesome after we beat the dragon?
What?
Always having wind.
Alright.
Make sure if you have arrows equipped that they're not the
good.
good until we're up there.
Yeah, I've just got my obsidians for now.
Okay.
Because more obsidians, but I got 90 needles, 62 obsidian, some frost that's gonna be useless, and some fire that's basically gonna be useless.
Yeah. So she has basically two movement patterns. She has a flying and a grounded. And the grounded is where she's going to do the melee attacks, and that's where you really have
trying to nerf.
That's where you have to be in the trench because she can't hit you in the trench if you build it narrow enough. Basically, you just want it one square wide.
Should I look up a quick YouTube search for some Battlefield 1 music to play while we're in the trenches?
No.
You're just like, if you die while you're alt-tabbed messing around with YouTube, I will kill you myself.
Pretty much. So I think the way that this is going to work, oh good, fantastic. The way this is going to work is when we land, one of us can build the portal and the fortifications. The other one builds a trench that the goblins can't get around, but that we can jump over.
How deep does it need to be to foil them? Like goblin height or like our height?
Like our height, probably.
Okay.
If there's water in it too, which there probably will be, even better. Basically the
I drown.
What?
Bitch, not if I drown. It would be pretty impressive, actually, if I did.
Yeah.
Manage to drown in my own hole.
I put a couple of iron and a little bit of stone in there so that we can build a stone wall as well. I didn't put a ton of stone in because we're gonna get a decent amount of it from just preparing for this fight.
We had to make a stone. Yeah, just wood, iron, stone. Weird.
But the other reason we need to sort of fortify the area more than normal is because we want our boat to be there when we get back.
Yeah, that would suck.
Now, if we have a teleporter, we can go
So-
get resources and build another one if we need to, but I'd rather not.
Unless we lose the teleporter too. We're literally
Well,
just starting fresh in the plains. Where's my spawn? Hold on, let me look at the map. Where am I? Okay, I spawn in Mile High Club if I die.
All right.
Good to know.
Yep. I mean, even if you weren't set there already, there's a teleporter web that will get you to where you need to be. At this point, just
if we were ever truly 100% stranded with no resources outside of like what we had in our inventory, like assuming even like the boat and the teleporter miraculously left us no materials to build replacements with, kind of thing, I think the plan is one of us intentionally drowns or gets killed by mobs, respawns somewhere, and then builds a boat or a portal. Yeah, or I guess it would have to be both, to go and pick the other person up.
yeah. I mean,
That's a weird, glitchy, worst case scenario, but I think it's one worth thinking about.
I genuinely don't think that we're gonna have that issue.
I don't know, man. Thinking for every bizarre eventuality is about to become my job description, so.
Well, yeah. It's a good thing to have in.
Speaking of, your 22-year-old male patient has pain in the lower right quadrant.
speaking of serpent immediately under the boat.
Oh, fucking Christ. Hi, how you been?
You gonna chase?
Do we have wind?
We have
I mean,
wind.
He's gonna chase. The question is if I start poking him.
If he pokes his head out again, poke him.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll draw.
Just be ready.
Oh, I can't hold stamina for that fucking long. I'll just be
We
ready.
may actually outrun him.
Yeah, looks like we are. If you start to lose the... Yep, there he goes. Toodaloo, loser. Bye.
See, if Michael was here, that motherfucker would have chased us.
And he'd be screaming the entire time.
Sank the boat.
And then he would fall off. He would
Dude's
fall
like a
off and somehow have no stamina or health when he falls off. So the moment he hits the water, he dies.
Dude's like a magnet for sea serpents, I swear to God.
And bad luck.
Ugh.
The amount of like bizarre circumstances I've heard come over Apex or Overwatch comms where I'm just like, how does that even happen?
How does that happen to you? Who hurt you?
He'd be like somewhere like obscure, like way off from everybody else, glitching in between a wall, stuck, and then an entire like 3 teams will swoop down on him out of nowhere. I'm like, okay, I guess you die.
Well, guess I die. Oh, I put a beehive on the roof of the Mile High Club.
Any particular reason?
So that we have a supply of honey that's there and don't have to take trenches back and forth. Or trenches. Teleporters.
I mean, we'd have to go back for the rest of the crafting materials anyway, right? Rock dead ahead.
Oh, I can't.
Fuck. Yeah, we're full speed. We might. Oh! Oh!
Tokyo Drift!
Dun.
If I remember correctly, there was another serpent spawn on the way to this dock, so...
Yeah. I forget, are we going to the south motor or the north motor?
The south one, because there's options for how we build our base, or rather where we build our base, and it's closer to the shore.
Right.
So I'm gonna actually ask your opinion. There is a sliver of... Well, I'll wait until we're docked, because it will determine where I sail. And I also need to pay attention to make sure that we don't get murdered by a serpent. Alright, there's the rock, which means the base should start rendering in any second now. There it is.
I think the next time I restart my computer, I need to turn up my case fan speed. Because the graphics card always sounds like it's gasping for air, and it shouldn't. Unless it's just not receiving enough airflow into the box itself. Alright, start filing eggs in.
Yep. There's a mob fighting something off to the side. I'm gonna go...
Oh yeah, I saw it too.
I'm gonna take a look and see how much of a threat that is to us.
Extensive.
That is a group of 5. I don't know what they were fighting though. Probably skeletons. I put so many spikes out in front of this thing.
Good.
Why did I just do that? Fucking... Hey, dude, check it out. Cloudberries
growing through the rocks. They are the kudzu of... Alright, I have the last egg.
Alright,
we don't need anything else, right?
I'm just checking to see if there's wood in these chests. Yeah, there is. Okay. Core wood and 40 regular wood.
And it is just 3 eggs, right?
Yes.
So we have the 1 extra here and the 1 extra in plains.
Yeah. All right.
Hold on. Did it work? Okay.
All right.
Fuck.
You're fine.
Maybe. Okay. Got it.
Okay. So, take a look at your map.
Yeah.
Go, like, go to the area where the southern motor spawn is.
Mm-hmm.
There is a sliver of plains right here, and water right here. We can land there and fortify the plains, or there is a meadow here, and a black forest here. Do you have a preference? Because that is actually very close, no matter what. Like, that is still very close to that.
Either way, we're still passing through plains to get to the mountain.
But my question is, would you rather only pass through plains and fortify the meadow so that...
Yeah, yeah. I think that's the like, I mean, we don't need to go all the way back to Black Forest. Like, if the meadow is closer, like, we'll find plenty of wood. There won't be anything that aggroes super hard. It shouldn't be a problem.
Okay. So then that's what we'll plan to do. Also, something I found out today about starred goblins.
Mm-hmm.
2-star goblins, you cannot parry.
Oh.
It is currently physically impossible to parry them.
Because you don't have anything that can block hard enough?
Correct.
Disgusting.
Oh, it's really not friendly.
Is there, I'm guessing there's a whole additional level of material we can make off of the black scrap iron and the blast furnace?
There is padded armor, which is currently the best in the game, which also requires silk.
Ooh. And then lockspits, I'm guessing, somewhere.
No, it's black scrap iron, linen, and linen and something else. I don't remember. And then there's a whole host of black iron things. There's a black iron axe, a black iron, a whole set of black iron weapons and shield. There's a death skeeto following us for some fucking reason. Do you see this?
Holy shit.
I actually need to eat if he's gonna do that. If that's gonna be a thing.
Gone. Wait. I can't tell if we just dropped him or if he turned around. Looks like he turned around.
That's what it looks like. I don't.
Final assessment.
Yeah.
I see a slime. I'll poke it.
Draugr's there
Here,
too.
Check out that hut.
Yeah.
It's a nice little ocean-proof hut.
Oh, that was the thing I tried to get into the other day. That when we were exploring the plains, that I like literally could not get into. Yeah.
Huh. Because
Like,
here was as far as I explored. So I have a gap in my map between all of this, actually.
Funky. Alright.
Donkey!
Alright, we gotta cut across here. So you can place the eggs without actually spawning the dragon. It's a two-step process. You place the eggs, and then you hit the spawn. So it'll give us a chance to hit the buffs before. Kind of like bone mass.
So I have deer, and you have bone mass. I think that's probably the best comp to run as far as buffs for this.
Honestly, yeah.
I would really love to actually, once we get established, teleport back and make sure that we have like a fuckload of rested buff.
Yeah.
Before we get going.
It's not a terrible idea.
Left on it.
Not a terrible idea.
One thing I've learned from playing shitloads of MMOs, RPGs, Monster Hunter, you name it. Stack buffs and be over prepared. Biggest lesson of MMOs is manage your cooldowns. And unfortunately, Eikthyr is a 20-minute cooldown, so it has to be pretty carefully regulated.
Yeah. I don't think that this fight is going to take us as long as Bone Mass did. And I think the tactic for us is actually going to be similar to Bone Mass, and that is to draw aggro back and forth on opposite sides of the trench. And when she's looking at one, the other pokes as fast as possible.
Yeah. I guess I'm curious. One of the longest cooldowns in Final Fantasy XIV is the Paladin Invuln, 420 seconds. Plays it. I was just curious. I was like, I know it's something stupid long. I was thinking like 900 seconds for some reason, but I think that's return.
Oh. Oh. Oh no.
What?
You can see the shadow of the mountain she's on up ahead of us.
It's kind of hard to tell with your sail on the way, but yeah, I can generally see that that is a chonky boy.
The topographical map looks like it should be fairly easy to climb, though.
Motor isn't necessarily at the top.
From the looks of the map, she is close, at the very least.
Yeah. Balls. These, like, near dawn clouds like look super spooky.
They really do.
Black clouds against a starry sky.
This is
Kinda
such a
unnerving.
this is such a pretty game though.
Yeah, you'd think with like how low their texture budget was on intention, the sky wouldn't look this good, but it does.
Yeah.
Like, and like most things have a really high polygon count too. The textures are just pretty, like, I don't know, they have like this super zoomed in feel just because of how pixelated everything is, and it's a way that makes things feel like old school RuneScape without being like actual shit. And is this where we want to be?
No, the islands weren't well rendered, so now I have to like back it up a little bit. Or, you know what? That works too. We're moving. Get in, get in,
Okay.
get in.
I look like everyone in my state trying to dig their cars out of the snow last month.
Oh my god. Alright. So we got Black Forest, and it's going to transition
My
to
Outback did not
meadows
give a
here.
shit. My Outback did not give one single fuck about the snowstorm. It was beautiful. I watched one car literally never leave the parking lot for that entire duration, and the snow just piled up over the wheel wells.
Alright, here's our little sliver
Pretty-
of meadows.
Pretty wooded. Railing off the bat. Get bent.
Alright.
Please fall away from the boat. Please fall away. Away. Good boy.
Well, the tree cutting is going to be up to you because...
Yo, there's goblins on the edge of this plane. Active right now.
Shh.
In addition to these fuckers. Like, we have bigger problems further into the woods. They're murking deer. I haven't hit regen yet. I just ate when we landed. I wasn't expecting a fight. The boar hit me in the ass. That's not cool, man. Alright, I have 49 health. We're good.
Alright.
Dang, man.
That
Shit.
seems to be all,
There.
so... Except for this little...
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Get out of here. Just fucking get all these goodies.
All I did in the snow was make a snowman on campus. Now that is the kind of whimsy we promote on this channel.
All I did was work, because I'm a boring, grumpy adult now. I guess I studied. A lot. I'm just so glad that one of my classes had their midterm delayed, and the other class isn't actually having a midterm. It's an exam. It's a big exam. But it's not like cumulative material. It's just a unit exam of the past like 4 weeks.
That's not bad.
Unfortunately though, I'm pretty confident that I will be having to name every single ligament, bone, and joint in the body. And outside of, you know, initially seeing it in lecture and in the reading, I haven't particularly studied any of it.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I've been too busy trying to catch up.
Alright, we got a teleporter.